Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. It is the 18th of June. Long ago at North Forsyth High School, there were two girls that were upset in my mother's class. I don't know, upset about something. I don't know. My mother said, Jeffrey, and I was in school then, and we had open campus, so this is not, a travesty against the rules. My mother said, Jeffrey, I want to go get some money, with my bank card, and go get those two girls roses. Now, I don't know if they still do or not, but they used to sell single roses at convenience stores. You go to the Wilco or something, they had roses in the cooler, wrapped, singularly wrapped, and those girls were upset about something. And my mama said, go get two roses for those girls who are really upset, and I'm going to give them flowers. Okay. I took off. I went out the back entrance in North Forsyth. I was going right across the street. There was I can't remember what it was. It wasn't a Wilco, but whatever. I knew they sold roses over there. I went over there, and I was going to cut through Madison Park. It's the business park right behind North Forsyth. Well, a Winston-Salem city bus pulled out across the road. Now, I was already in the center lane. That bus just pulled out from Madison Park, came all the way across Haynes Mill Road. Well, they were going to hit me, so I swerved to the right. Sure enough, there was a car to the right. They did not move. They went straight on, and we had a wreck. Not a horrible wreck, but, I put a dent in their car. Well, I just went all to pieces. I was so upset. My first accident, and it was just blah, 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 blah. Well, make a long story short, they got my mother down there, and she said what happened. She was very calm and cool. And I said the city bus turned, and I had to swerve. She said, what? And I told her. And there was a motorcycle officer from the Winston-Salem Police Department there, and he was not a very happy human being. And we were standing there, and the bus came around on the route. It was we were there a long time, and the bus came around. And sure enough, just as I had said, the bus turned out on the Haynesville Road, came all the way across the road. My mother's standing there beside that motorcycle officer. She said, look, right here. Right here. That bus never stopped. That's exactly what he said happened. That bus is responsible for this accident. They just pulled right out. So, and that's what I thought too. Anyway, the officer did not agree. So it ended up being my fault. And I've never quite gotten over that. And I still don't think that accident was my fault. And it was the driver of that city bus. And over time, I have noticed, I just cannot get over the number of city vehicles. I'm not talking about fire trucks, police cars, sheriff's deputies, ambulances. I'm not talking about first responders. I'm talking about utilities and city-owned and county-owned vehicles that have a blatant, egregious disregard for the basic rules of the road. Run red lights, switch lanes, turn in front of people, pull out. I mean, it just goes on. For that matter, Winston-Salem Forsyth County school buses, not all of them. Most of them are wonderful people, drivers. But there are a few reckless drivers, and I've seen it, are you kidding me? Anyway, today was another one of those times. Winston-Salem city bus, right in front of me. We were at a red light, and big sign up there. It says, no right on red, plain as day. The light was not yellow. The light was not green. The light had been red. It was red. It was solidly red. There was no wiggle room there. And that city bus just pulls on out, turns right in front of other cars coming from the left, have to stop so they don't hit that bus. Now, I'm not out to ruin people's lives. I don't believe that. We don't need to take people to the town square and cane them, like this is the end of the world. But is it too much to ask to expect city and county vehicles to abide by the basic traffic laws, like stop at a red light, stop at a stop sign, don't turn in front of other cars? Because eventually, there's going to be a really serious accident. Somebody's going to get hurt or worse. And that's not cool. So I don't know how you solve it. I know we got other things to deal with, but that just sits in my craw sideways. And so, all right, maybe I'll feel better. Okay. You all have a good day. It's supposed to rain. I don't know if it's going to rain, and there's World Cup soccer going on. So go enjoy, find a team to cheer for. You are loved. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.